So as an education minor, it's not always easy going into classrooms for the first time. During my first individual video, I found out that it was kind of difficult with the whole PowerPoint and having them the whole time going over the PowerPoint. I was doing a lot of the kids' interests. They were kind of talking on their own and everything. Um, Another big thing was the activity for the grade level that I was doing for the first video. They didn't really understand how to do the activity. They kind of did not really do it as correctly as we wanted them to. So for the second video, I decided to do a more advanced level class, a higher level grade, and I implemented other strategies where I physically had them looking at plastic versions of the objects. I had them drawing it out. It wasn't just on the PowerPoint. While I was using the whiteboard, I was walking around as they were taking notes. They were using their papers. We used a lot of kinesthetic learning, where it was a lot of hands-on. And then at the end, with the row races, it was a lot easier because it was a 20-person class. They had a lot more students in this class than the previous video I made. It was 4 people per desk, so it was 5 groups. And it worked out pretty well because we actually had candy for the winners, and they were really into it. And what happened was that with this one, we were able to give each student a specific goal and a specific thing to do, unlike my previous one where it was just like, hey, this is your question, answer this question, and move on. This time, we were able to give exact instructions for each student to do, and they were able to do their part, pass it on to the next person, and it went well. First, we're going to talk about the simple fact of the faces. So, when we look at an object, I've got some examples. When we look at an object, this is a cube. Look at the object, these are the faces. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, there's 8 faces on it, or 6. So, you can pass that around and touch it. It has the faces are going to be the flat edges. Anything that has flat edges, when you're looking at it, you can touch it, that's going to be the face. So, this one also has a bunch of faces too. So as we see, it has 1 face, 2 face, 3 face, 4 face, 5 face. Pass that one around too. Around the side. So the first one we talk about is the cube. The cube is what we're passing around, you guys are looking at. It has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertexes. So we actually see this in daily life. As I put a picture up, a Rubik's Cube is a cube. We can hold a Rubik's Cube. A dice is also a cube. We can hold a dice in our hands. So I'm actually going to teach you guys how to draw these. So you guys can follow along as I'm drawing these. So we're going to start with actually a simple square. We're going to start with a simple square, and then you actually with a rectangle. Alright, who can name the properties to me?
It has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8
Vertices. Alright. A cylinder. A cylinder has 3 faces. So, it has 3 faces because it has the 2 circles, and then like the sphere, this whole round side right there is 1 edge. So, when we look at a cylinder, it has the 2 circles, 1 circle, 2 circle, and then this whole round part is like the cylinder, or like the sphere, is 1 face. So it has 2 edges, because the only 2 edges it has is on the circles. That's 1 edge, that's 2 edges. And like the sphere, it has no connecting lines, so it has 0 vertices. Alright, I'm going to draw this one out. So we're going to play a game called row races. So basically, it is each row is a team. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask you guys to actually draw out all 7 shapes you guys just learned.
Okay.
So there's 4 people in each row. So 3 people have to go twice. So what's gonna happen is you guys are gonna draw it, label it, the edges, the verticals, and the faces on it. And then you're gonna pass it back to the next person. So you're gonna draw one shape, whatever shape you remember, and then pass it back to the next person. They're gonna draw whatever shape they remember. So the goal is whatever team gets all 7 shapes done and brought up to me first wins. Everyone good? Yeah. Alright, when I say go, you guys can start drawing and passing it back. Remember, you have to draw the shapes properly, and you have to label all 3 parts of it. You don't have to write the number. Just make sure you label it. Alright, ready? Set, go. You're gonna draw one shape. You draw one shape, and then when you draw you one shape, you pass it back, and then you draw the next shape. Does everyone have the cube? I'll keep asking it. So, I'm going to show you guys. So, see right here, 3 points are meeting right here. So, if these are the vertexes, like over here.
All the sides of the cube would be a vertex.
Yeah. So basically, when we look at it from the cube standpoint, the vertexes are the points on it. The edges are the lines, and the faces are the flat edges. Guys, what is a 3-dimensional shape? I'm gonna give you guys a couple seconds to think about this, and then I'll have you guys answer it for me. Alright, can someone raise their hand and let me know what a 3-dimensional shape is? What they think a 3-dimensional shape is?
A figure which has an x, y, and z axis, or it exists in 3 dimensions.
Yes. So basically, alright, who can name the properties, Samir?
It has 6 faces, 12 edges, and 8 vertices.
Vertices. Alright.